This is our looking at the charts report for the 13th of January. Today we'll be looking at four instruments. First is natural gas, second is Tesla, third is silver, and fourth is AUDUSD. Enjoy the report. We make a start first with the natural gas 4-hour chart. Now in the current week, natural gas has made the largest move upwards compared to the other energy commodities. Thus, we have selected it for this report. With the very obvious upward movement observed on our chart, we note first the RSI indicator that has climbed above the 70 level, confirming the buying orders were in excess in the most recent sessions. We also observe the buying halted just below the R1 4.515 resistance level. Higher, we note the R2 4.835 resistance, and even higher the R3 5.095, which can be used by traders supporting the buy side. The range between the R2 and the R3 is highlighted with yellow on our chart, and it was used in November as the price action moved within it for the most part. This range can become a target if the buying momentum persists in the opposite direction. The S1 4.23 can be used as the first stop if selling orders are to increase. However, lower we note the S2 3.98 and the S3 3.59 levels. The range between the S2 and the S3 levels is highlighted with gray on our chart and seems to be critical as it can become a target if bearish interest arises. The S3 3.59 is the lowest level reached since the past June, making it an indicator for the selling side in the scenario of a strong selling trend. Traders should keep an eye out for the Thursday's EIA natural gas storage levels that will be released in the US session. We move now to Tesla's 1-hour chart. Tesla is among the stocks that has surged higher notably in the current week and has regained much of the ground lost in the past week. Tesla rose and tested the R1 1115 resistance level, but did not manage to break above it. This line has been tested previously as a resistance on the 27th and the 28th of December, proving this level is recognized by traders. A possible move above the R1 could make way for the R2 1160 line to be aimed at, as it was previously used as a resistance in the first days of the month. At the top we have noted the R3 1200 round number level, and this was clearly tested on the 3rd of January, but the price action returned lower. The levels we have noted, if the trend is to turn downwards, are the S1 1070 support, the S2 1030 level, and the S3 995 line. The S1 is a level previously used as a resistance and a support, thus can turn out to be the first test for the bears. Lower, the S2 1030 can be the next target lower. However, the most significant support is the S3 995, which was tested on the 10th of January, but not breached, and remains the lowest level tested in the current month. Since its test to the S3, Tesla has rebounded and moved into the current upward momentum. The RSI indicator below our chart seems to be hovering just below 70, giving the sentiment that the buying in the past session may have eased. Please note Tesla's earnings report for the fourth quarter will be released on the 26th of January, making that date a star on our calendar. We move now to silver's 4-hour chart. Silver has moved in an upward trend line since bouncing off the S2 2215 support level on the 7th of January. However, silver is currently moving in a wider sideways motion between the R1 2340 and the S2 2215 support level, and this range is highlighted with light yellow on our chart. This range could be critical for decision making, and we suggest that traders consider it for future reference. If the price action breaks above this range, we note the R2 2385 support level as the possible stop higher, while the R3 2430 may be the top in the short term if an extensive buying scenario is to unfold. To the downside, we note first the S1 2265 and below it the S2 2215, which remains a monthly low. At the end, the S3 2150 stands as the lowest level observed since July 2020, making it an impressive and significant support line. The RSI indicator below our chart seems to have reached the 70 line and possibly forming some stabilization for the time being. As a precious metal, silver can move with important financial releases, and especially from the United States. On the 14th of January, we get the very important US retail sales figures and the industrial production rates both for December. Finally, also on the 14th, we get the preliminary University of Michigan economic sentiment figure for January. Moving to our final instrument, this is AUDUSD 4-hour chart. On a weekly basis, AUDUSD has made the largest movement among the major Forex pairs for the time being. AUDUSD is currently running in an upward momentum and has breached the sideways price range it was moving within between the S1 0.7275 and the S3 0.7170 support levels. If the upward momentum continues, then in our opinion the Forex pair can catch up with the R1 0.7330 resistance level first, while a move higher can also turn attention towards the R2 0.7370 level. Our highest target for a bullish scenario is set at the R3 0.7430 level, as this was last used as a high in November. The RSI indicator below our chart seems to remain in an ascending trend line above the 70 line, indicating some buying interest may persist currently. No major economic data will be released from Australia in the following days, yet the Chinese economic data coming out is rather important and can move the Aussie. On the 14th of January, we get the Chinese trade balance for December, and on the 17th of January, we get the industrial output and retail sales for December, along with the Q4 GDP rates. Finally, traders should also keep in mind the US news indicated during the silver analysis. Thank you very much for your time and your focus. We appreciate your participation. And if you like this video, please feel free to share and subscribe. From everyone here at IronFX, wishes for solid trading.